Welcome to the 5th unit of the cloud computing course, Titans in Cloud. So far we have seen that cloud computing has a set of infrastructures, it has a set of resources, it has 5 defining attributes, it has 4 deployment models, and it has 3 delivery models. Today we will see, in this unit we will see the various players that are available in a cloud. So, first we look at the software as a service players. The major players are Salesforce.com and the Google apps. Google is a very large company and they have a lot of applications which are available as the SaaS model. Next we will see the PaaS model, and the major players in this are Google App Engine. Using Python, Java we can develop platforms, applications, and Windows Azure using .NET application can be developed. And in the last part we will see infrastructure as a service players. There we have Amazon EC2 and Eucalyptus are 2 such players. Before we continue, one important aspect that should be understood is that these are the 3 basic service models that are used by the cloud providers, but in cloud everything can be provided in the form of a service. So, therefore, as a service these 3 terms can be used in conjunction with any other environment that is being provided, and as a service concept is created. For example, if I am providing to my users through my cloud that database access, then I call it a database as a service. Similarly, if someone is providing the access to some game, then we can say that gaming as a service. In this manner, today in a cloud environment we call XaaS or anything as a service. So, this X can be replaced with any name which is being provided as a service, and the name XaaS has arrived. In this module we are looking at the major players for only the major delivery models that we have: SaaS, PaaS and IaaS. There are many other organizations which are also providing various services. Some of these services are free, some of these delivery models are open source, some are at a cost, but all of these are also part of the cloud scenario today. So, first we will take a look at the Google apps. This is a collection which is a web based program collection and the storage of option that are run in a browser, and they are all free. So, they do not need the users to buy or install any software. So, what Google Apps can do? The users can simply log in to the service and they can access their files and any tools that they need to manipulate them. These offerings include some communications tools, some productivity tools and many other tools. So, before we proceed with Google Apps, these are applications developed and provided by the company called Google, and these are available for personal individual users for free. For enterprise users though, there are some cost. Various applications or Google apps are available. We will discuss a few of them to see that how the SaaS model is being provided by Google. These are all SaaS models because they follow all the characteristics that we have seen in our SaaS discussion. That is, these are application softwares which are deployed and controlled and managed by the service provider. We have only the role of, as users, we have only the role of giving our data. The data will be managed using the application that will be run in the server's service provider's premise, and we only get the output out of it. If we want the application to be changing our data in a different manner, that is not possible in a SaaS application. Google Apps have all these characteristics. So, first we see the perhaps the most popular Google Apps, which is the Gmail. This Gmail is designed to work on any computer and or even a mobile device having a data connection. It provides offline support also to keep users working even when they have no data connection. So, since Gmail is such a popular Google Apps, we perhaps all users have a Gmail account, or many users have a Gmail account. This is provided as a SaaS, and the structure and everything will be decided by the provider, which is Google in this particular case, and the users have no control or no say in the way the app is being managed, which means that our data, which are basically the mails, will be stored in Google's premise. The storage will be controlled by the service provider, and we are just the end users of the application written and deployed and controlled by Google. The next app is a Google Calendar. Google Calendar allows users to share in an easy way with other people the nature of your work, and scheduling is possible. It is a very important feature which can suggest the meeting time that is suitable for multiple people who are using the Google Calendar. So, Google Calendar is an app which is typically used for collaborative meetings and scheduling of such meetings, where multiple people can access the calendar and they can put their schedules, and accordingly the app finds a suitable time for a common meeting, and such facilities are given. SaaS applications are very easy to use, and they are very suitable when multiple people are trying to connect with each other in such cases. Similarly, the third app that we discuss here is the Google Drive. Google Drive is an extension of Google Docs as we have known it before. The Google Docs allows users to create, edit and view documents, even presentations and spreadsheets, and it allows various people to access the specific document and make changes in real time. And Google Drive is a mechanism where the documents and anything else that is being used are saved, and the specific characteristic of Google Drive is that it can be accessed from any device, and it is available to users from any part of the world. In fact, Google Apps, there are many more Google Apps which are available, like Google Voice, Google Now, Google Reader, Google Maps, and also YouTube. We all use such applications for the purpose of our collaborative and communicative usage. Specifically, perhaps the most important use is the mail and the Google Drive. The special mention for Google Drive is that it can be shared by multiple people and controlled by the owner or creator of the Google Drive. Here, because of the cloud deployment of these services, the collaboration becomes very easy, and it can be done among many people who all have been given access to the specific software. The next SaaS provider, we look at the Salesforce.com. Salesforce.com became particularly famous because of their CRM applications, which are customer relationship management applications. The CRM applications are very popular among the business houses, and they are allowed to manage large customer databases using the CRM applications, and Salesforce particularly are provide solutions for very efficiently managed CRM solutions. So, two ways Salesforce allows users to create these applications are: one is the point and click the method, and the other is a user command line. The application provides the CRM solutions, and these applications can be integrated with other features, and these features can come from third parties. This is a feature or a characteristic provided by Salesforce, which is away from the normal SaaS applications, and this goes towards the bordering the PaaS applications, and we see that actually Salesforce moves away from SaaS and creates a PaaS environment. So, the CRM applications can be broken down into the core applications, which are sales, marketing, service, collaboration, and analytics. Of these, the most important ones are the Sales Cloud, which is the popular sales application, and also the Service Cloud, where the companies are looking at the customer conversations from any place wherever they may belong. The Salesforce, as I have mentioned before, that Salesforce borders the SaaS application to a PaaS application, and this they do by the use of another development platform, which is called the Force.com cloud development platform. The Force.com actually is a PaaS development platform, and they represent a very high performance and scalable middleware in which the Salesforce.com applications, which are the SaaS applications, are executed. So, this is the third offering of Salesforce.com, which is named as Your Cloud, and this has very powerful capabilities to develop custom applications on the their PaaS platform, which is the force.com. Now, this force.com is the PaaS offering. They offer a relational database, they offer an user interface which can be created, they offer the business logic, they offer an integrated development environment which is called the Apex, and many other facilities which together with the SaaS offering of Salesforce creates a very powerful environment where people can use their CRM applications. So, the force.com allows developers to create applications by composing ready to use blocks. The environment actually does not have too much of flexibility, as we can see that they use ready to use blocks to compose or create applications, and all the components are supported by the environment. So, it is possible for the users to develop their own components using what is known as the app exchange, where they can exchange or communicate with each other and create a application. The platform provides complete support to the developing applications. We can use the force.com for creating applications and then deploy that in a SaaS environment and use it as a SaaS. So, where these are this kind of combination are useful is when an organization wants to create a specific application and then wants others to use that application, but this whole development and usage should not happen, or the organization does not have the capability in terms of the infrastructural capability to create and deploy such an application. In such case, the organization simply borrows or rents the platform from force.com, develops its own application, maybe collaborates with others to create a specific application, and then deploys this specific application onto the Salesforce.com's SaaS environment and allows others who are not going to be part of the development to be using this specific environment of application. So, this is very useful for many business houses. So, force.com has tied up with all these. They are somebody is capable of using Google Apps to integrate their applications. It is possible to connect to Microsoft Outlook, and it is also possible to connect the Microsoft Office for the development of their new applications. Next, we come to a platform as a service provider. The first name is again a Google based environment, which is the Google App Engine, or in the short form of GAE. This is a development platform and a web hosting platform. It is managed by Google Data Center. It allows users to run the applications on the Google's infrastructure. So, as we understand that Google has a large number of data centers. These data centers are contain a large number of hardware and the relevant platform for running various applications, and these are the environment which the Google App Engine uses to allow its users to develop their own software. So, if we use a GAE or Google App Engine, we can develop our own applications without needing to have the corresponding operating system that is required, the corresponding hardware that is required, and the corresponding networking structure that is required, the corresponding storage that is required. All these will be supplied by the Google, and using the environment provided by Google App Engine, user can create their own applications. The programming languages supported by Google App Engine are Java, Python and Go. The data storage used by Google App Engine are the App Engine Data Store. This App Engine Data Store is a NoSQL schemaless object based data storage. It also has a query engine and it has an atomic transactions. It also uses Google Cloud SQL, which is a relational SQL database service. It is quite similar to MySQL RDBMS, and it uses a RESTful service which is the Google Cloud Store for storing and querying the data. All these are fast, scalable and highly available data storage solutions. For security, Google App Engine uses sandboxing. All applications that are hosted in Google App Engine will be run in a secured environment, which means that the applications will be run, but they will have limited access to the operating system. Typically, what Google App Engine uses is called sandboxing, which means that they will be put in a container and this container will be executed in the environment which is reliable. So, sandboxing is the mechanism which is very useful for creating a very secured environment for software development, largely because during development, even inadvertently or without knowing, developers may make certain changes or may attempt to do things which may be harmful for the environment. So, therefore, using a Google App Engine kind of environment allows users not to harm the system. The next environment for PaaS is the Windows Azure, Microsoft Azure environment. This is a PaaS based environment. Here users can quickly build, deploy and manage applications in the global network of Microsoft managed data centers. Since this is offered by Microsoft, so therefore, the data centers managed and owned by this company, applications are run in these data centers, applications are developed in these data centers, and all the environment required by the developer will be provided by the Azure cloud. The main three focuses of this Azure environment is that they have very flexible virtual machines which are Windows and Linux supported. They have flexible workload support and they allow a virtual private networking, and the websites can be built using .NET platform and can be deployed, and we can start for free. The third main focus or feature of Azure cloud is that the services are built very in a scalable manner. It supports multi-tier architecture and the applications are managed automatically. Next, we come to the platform as a service players. Perhaps the topmost player in this environment is the Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services offer a very comprehensive IaaS service. It ranges from virtual computing, storage, network and all other things that can be thought of. The most important of these are elastic computing EC2, elastic compute cloud which is EC2 and simple storage service which is S3. In EC2 the virtual hardware will be provided on the infrastructure and users are allowed to choose whatever environment they want. It is economy of scale because it is pay per use and the applications that are developed are failure resistant and the auto scaling are elastic, load balancing are the important features. Besides EC2, AWS also has simple storage service or S3 where all the application parts can be stored and managed by the user. Besides these, AWS has a very large number of services that are available. The next IaaS platform is an open source platform called Eucalyptus. This can be used to create a private cloud. The acronym is Elastic Utility Computing Architecture for linking your programs to useful systems. Eucalyptus puts together the software, network, storage resources of an IT environment and creates a service. They have the specific advantage of being able to connect with the AWS and create a hybrid cloud. So, this means that if one is building a private cloud using Eucalyptus, then creating a hybrid cloud is one step ahead of that and easily because of their collaboration we can use the Amazon AWS which is a public cloud and integrate the two and create a hybrid cloud. So, these are the features of Eucalyptus and it particularly gives a Cloud Watch which is a service that allows the users to set alarms, identify the trends, etc. So, in this unit we are looking at the power players of the cloud environment. Since the three major models are SaaS, PaaS and IaaS, we looked at the major players in these three environments. We saw that in SaaS, Salesforce.com and Google Apps are major players. In PaaS, Google App Engine and the Microsoft Azure, Windows Azure are the major players, and in IaaS we saw that Amazon Web Services and Eucalyptus are the major